Hello. Today was such an interesting day. I feel like at my age, there's so much encouragement for connecting with other people, like networking, but I don't actually know how to network, which is kind of bad. Like, what I mean is, I know how to talk to people and I know how to connect with them well enough where I can form a basic connection, but the thing is, I don't know who to choose for these connections. Like, today was so weird. I'm usually not a very social person, but if you come talk to me and stuff, I can strike up a very good conversation. Like, if you ever meet me in person and you see me, I can strike up a pretty darn good conversation. So today I was at the library and this random guy we were sitting together and we were studying side by side for around 3 hours, and usually you don't really say anything to the other person, especially because we're at like the silent part of the library. But at the end, when the library's about to close and everyone's starting to leave, it gets a bit loud, and so he strikes up a conversation with me and he's like, yabba yabba yabba, I do government stuff. It was a genuinely good conversation. It's just like, it was just kind of weird, and I don't really know how to think about it, because I think as a woman it's a bit different, like, because we always have to think about stranger danger and what the intentions are behind why people talk to us. I don't know if men also have this kind of thought at the back of their head, but while this guy was just talking to me for however X amount of minutes, that's all I was thinking about. I was like, why is this guy talking to me? Anyways, that just brought to my attention the idea of networking and how to network with the right people and save your energy for the correct people that will bring you to places and bring you opportunity. Like, for example, this guy could have been a billionaire, and the way we struck up a conversation, it was like very smooth, where I could probably ask him like, oh, like if he told me that he was a billionaire and I was like, oh, like if I could like shadow you one day, like that'd be super sweet. Like, that's how well the conversation went, right? But it's like, you never know what the other person does, so you always have to keep searching for that person that is right for you. Obviously, a billionaire is right for everybody that wants to get rich, but for example, for me, I want to go into architecture, right? So do I just have to keep talking to random people until I meet an architect that is doing something that I'm interested in and have a conversation with them? But I also feel like the process of talking to these people or finding the right person or the right connection makes you find a lot of very interesting people. Like today, this guy, he used to work as an accountant, but now he uses his accounting skills of assessment into letting in refugees. But now he works for the government with something along the lines of refugee assessments, which I think is pretty interesting. Like, you never know how your life is going to change and who you're going to meet, and maybe they bring some change to you. He actually told me that he had a lot of architecture friends, but I don't know if that's like fishy or not. Like that's what I mean by, I don't know if this person who's talking to me has intentions. Yeah. Basically, what I'm trying to say in this video is, how do we find the right balance between genuine curiosity for people's lives and talking to them and searching in that, and being kidnapped. Sorry, no, not kidnapped. Being gullible enough to continue talking to a person when their intentions are not what they seem they are. I think that's why in a lot of places, especially like on the subway and stuff, there is such a big stigma around talking to people and interacting with people. Although they're all like people, right? But you never know like who this person is and what they do, and all of you guys are just crammed in one space right now for a set duration of time because you all need to get from point A to point B. And it's pretty scary because you don't know what their intentions are, right? If someone starts talking to you on the subway, you don't know if they're trying to just strike up a good conversation, or it's something else, right? But yeah, I just think that we should be more friendly to each other, but always be cautious, because sometimes the reward cannot be any better than the consequences that may occur, right? But just don't be rude to people. Like, if someone starts talking to you, don't just ignore them. Like, have the conversation. Maybe they just want directions to a place. If you don't know, it's okay. Oh, especially in a field like architecture or design, it's very important that you have a lot of connections in order to get yourself to better and greater opportunities. And you can't really be doing that if you're always shut in and not talking to anybody. And the best opportunities always come at the most random moments, right? I don't think a professor that has hundreds of students coming up to them every single day asking for an internship is likely to give you a internship than a random architect that you met at a coffee shop and had a really good conversation with. So all of these opportunities, they always come at the randomest moments. So I feel like I should always take the chance and just experiment. Okay, that's it. Bye.